That's Tumbleweeds. She sleeps just about anywhere. I still don't let her on the beds or on the couch, but just about every place else is hers. Am I happy about it? Does it matter? Looks like the outside cats ate and ran away. It's kind of a nice sunny day. Yeah, pretty sunny. I'm sure they're out there just doing what cats do. Look at that grass. Tell you what, that's one of my major projects. I've been waiting for the rain to stop and for me to get some time. I've got some grass to cut. Hopefully, one more time and it'll be done for the year. It's starting to get cold now. Man, it was muggy the other day. And now it feels like fall out here. It's cool. You know, I have no air on in the house. It's comfortable in the house. It's cool outside. You hear those birds? It's actually looking like a pretty nice day. Okay, here is one of the cats. Brianna named this cat Poe, and that came from Sweet Potato. And my wife never got around to calling her Poe. My wife just calls her Baby. So here's Baby, the Sweet Potato Poe. But at the moment, old Poe here, Baby, is the only one in Cat Town. Oh, she hears something. Yeah, there are dogs out there somewhere, way off in the distance. You hear them? There are dogs around, but they never seem to come to the porch. The porch has remained a safe place for the cats. We do have the occasional possum, skunk, raccoon, but it's rare. For the most part, it's always Cat Town. Go back to sleep, lady. It'll be alright. I look bad. Whew. You might be thinking, well, that guy has nothing to do. It's Saturday. I actually have a lot to do. I'm teaching Sunday school tomorrow, and I got to write a Sunday school lesson. And I'm still praying about what lesson I need to write. But I definitely need to write something today. And the day is going to get away from me. I need to start soon. I do want to cut the grass today. And I have to start cleaning up this house. I mean, it's clean as far as dirty dirt, but it's not organized. You remember I told you I took everything out of my closet, my office, everything, and I was trying to organize it. Well, I still haven't gotten very far. And I'm thinking, well, that's okay, you know, little by little. But then I started thinking, before I know it, my family's going to be on the way back home, and this place is going to be a wreck. And I want it straight when they get home. I think my daughter is starting to worry. My daughter brought up to me last night on the phone, is it still messy, Dad? Is it still messy? And I showed her my pile of clothes, and believe it or not, the pile has grown. And now it's everything. So, ooh. And anyway, I got to get started. I got to get ready. Now this is the real deal. I mean, you don't get this kind of stuff on a regular video. This is a special Home Alone vlog. You know what I mean? You get to see me actually getting ready. You know what? There's going to be people watching this. Probably should use the man razor. Stay away from the pink razors. That's my wife's. Or my daughter's. That's one of them. I don't think it's Ricky's. You know that? Oh, this could be a shaving tutorial. Alright, fellas. After you get a good lather of foam on your face, long strokes. Long strokes. Oh, you need water. I can't teach anybody to shave. Don't go by me. Don't go by me. I cut myself before church one night, and it was so bad. It was right before the Wednesday night service. I cut my right above my lip, and it was bleeding terrible, and I could not get it to stop. And it was bleeding so bad, my wife said, "You want to stay home from church?" I said, "No, I'm going to go." Man, it bled all the way to the church. I had toilet paper wadded up, and I kept trying to dab it and soak up forgive me, ladies, I kept trying to soak up the blood, you know. And my wife said, "It looks like somebody popped you," you know. And it did. It looked like somebody knocked me right in the face. And I sat there all through service, and the blood, it wasn't steady, but it just kept coming. It would not stop. I'm not a good shaver. One of these days, I'm going to grow what fellas like to call a beard. A beard. But I'm afraid when I actually do grow a beard, it's all going to be white. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to trade my foam to actual white hair, you know. Well, that's better. It's just a quick once over. Tomorrow I'll be going to church, and I'll really shave tomorrow. I'll do at least 2 or 3, you know, and that's just to get every little. One of these days I'm going to grow a beard, hopefully. My wife is convinced that I'll probably grow one day, but it'll all be white by the time it grows in. That could be. That could be. I'm getting there now. My face, it lies to me. Because I can go about 2 days and let my hair grow on my face, and it's dark. So I start to think, hey, I could have a dark beard. And by day 3 or day 4, my chin grows in white. My chin lied to me. It looked dark, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's all white. So I'm about there now. I have the old white chin. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter. One of these days I probably will grow one just because I'm tired of nicking myself all the time, you know. And you know, one day when I'm grandfather and everything, I gotta look the whole part. You know, grandpa or papa or grandfather, whatever it is, should have a snowy white beard, don't you think? It just seems like granddad, you know. So one day probably you'll see Rick with a beard. So the project that I've been trying to do is just organize my clothes, my church clothes, my other clothes, and just get it all organized. Um, and so I brought everything out of the room. Oh, don't you do it! Don't you do it! Don't you look over there. It's not ready to be seen yet. Hey, hey, hey! Stop, 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 stop! Come on back over here. Yeah, it's a mess. It's an awful mess, but it's not going to be there when my family gets back. It's all going to be picked up and straight. But yeah, I got stuff everywhere. You see, right there, I got clothes hanging. You see that? I got clothes hanging there, and just clothes I've been working on, washing and drying and putting on hangers and everything. Over here in the hallway, you can see behind me. You see that over there? I got clothes here hanging on Brianna's door. I got clothes hanging on Brian's door. I got clothes back there on Ricky and Marquise's door. I'm starting to spread out all over the house. So I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up getting a call from my wife, and she's going to say, "We're about an hour away. We'll be home in a few." And I'm going to have to run around this whole house and get it all picked up. And, whew, yeah, there's still some jobs to be done. But like I said, the dirty dirt is done. I vacuumed last night, and I'll tell you what. You know what happened? I vacuumed last night, and it was late. It was late. Man, I'm going to bed late. I mean, I was vacuuming. It was almost today when I was vacuuming, and I cleaned the carpet, and I no sooner got done that I looked down, and old tumbleweeds had left some tumbleweeds in the carpet. Drove me about crazy. You know, that's why she's called tumbleweeds, in case you're ever wondering or curious. She leaves little presents for me in the carpet. And there's some more evidence that Lady Tumbleweeds has been here. Everywhere this cat goes, she leaves me these little presents. That's why, as far as vacuum cleaning goes, I have become obsessed. I clean all the time. And 2 minutes later, boom, more tumbleweeds. This cat does not care. She doesn't care at all, folks. This is, I'm missing my wife, you see, because I'll tell you what happens. I can take care of things. You know, it's good to have a wife. It's wonderful to have a wife. But I can still take care of things even when she's gone, but not in the same timely fashion. You know, I had 2 nights ago I made steak. I made a steak, greens, potatoes. Remember that? Okay, so last night it got late and I realized, hey, I'm hungry. Well, why are you hungry? You're hungry because you haven't eaten anything. So I decided to make another steak. But the point is that it's okay, make another steak, onions, mushrooms, all that kind of stuff. But it was after 10 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking, what in the world am I making a steak at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm going to go to bed? Well, you know. So I'm getting all the things done without my wife here, but I'm living it's a weird schedule. I mean, I'm late doing stuff. All kinds of stuff. It's just been crazy without my wife. So I'll be very glad when she comes back. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to cut a little grass. I'm not going to be able to get it all done. Usually I cut in sections. You know, that's the truth. Usually during the summer months, I'll cut over there one day and then a summer shower or a storm will come. So I'll put that on hold. And the next day I'll cut over here. And then I'll cut in the backyard the day after that. And it's actually a pretty good order as long as nothing happens. But what does happen is, you know, we'll have church or something else will come up, and I'll skip a night, and then by the time I get to the backyard, it's been several nights, and the grass over here is starting to grow. So sometimes it kind of bites me, you know. But in a perfect world, when it's all working good, it's not a bad system to cut systematically. I cut the grass systematically, and sometimes it works pretty good. But anyway, with time being so short today, I'm going to cut the backyard, and it will probably be just the backyard. But the backyard needs it. It's very shabby. And, uh-oh. You see way out there? I don't know if you can see him. Right there. See that? That little blip is another cat. You met him the other day. That's Hammy / Bunny. That's the dominant male cat of the porch. The mayor of Cattown. That's more like it. We got some cats now. Okay, before I cut grass, I gotta get them all. Hold on, my hand ain't big enough. Oh, before I cut grass, I gotta dump some trash. Go down the steps here. It's Saturday. It's pretty late. So this is what's going on, okay? I have to cut the backyard, and I'm losing daylight, so I have to get on fire. I got to get hot because the day's going to be over with, the sunlight's going to be gone, and I do want to cut the backyard, so I got to get doing it. But I forgot that I have to dump trash. In our little spot where we live, they don't have trash pickup. You have to actually go and dump your trash. And the trash convenience center is closed on Sundays. So if I don't dump the trash right now, I have to hold on to the trash till Monday morning. And I don't like that. So I'm making an unexpected, unplanned run to the convenience center to dump 3 bags of stinky trash. And then afterwards, I'll jump back and start to cut grass again. So it's all going to work out. You know, the Lord's helping me. I know it. And I got a Sunday school lesson to write, and I still got to make my dinner. See, this is why a man needs a wife. There's just too much going on. You know, there's a lot of reasons why a man needs a wife. But one of them is I can't keep nothing straight. I got to go. Whoa, that's bright. That is bright, folks. Woo! And here it is on the right. That thing up there. Well, that's done. I just dumped trash. Good, good, good. Progress. Now I'm going to get back to the house, get the lawnmower out, and oh, it's hard to turn the signal. Ah, there it is. I know, Rick. Stop doing videos while you're driving. No comment. Oh, there's a signal again. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm back at the house. Hear the birds? I think they're heckling me. They don't think I'm going to get any grass cut tonight, but I am. See? Look at it. I told you it was shabby. See that? You see it? Look at how shabby it is. There's some grass right there. It's over the whole backyard. Actually, it's starting to die, which is actually a good thing. But it still needs to be cut at least one more time. See that? Look at that. Look. See that? It's starting to die, but I do want to cut it. It's looking a little rough, So anyway, let's get to it. Well, yeah, that's a nice setup, isn't it? Okay, so let me see. We got some gas here. That's a good thing. Okay. Weed whacker. Not getting to that today, but let's take that out. Weed whacker. Okay, going back, folks, going back. Let me see. This one here, that's bad gas. At the beginning of the summer, that nasty old can, I was using it last summer. I filled it up. It had water in it. It messed up that lawnmower over there. That one right there, I cannot get start, so I had to buy this one here. So let me bring out this one. Let's see here. And I'm going to cut super fast. Okay. Let me get my old gas can. You see the quick camera work? This is exciting, people. No funnel here. I got a steady hand. That's what it is. A steady hand and no spills. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. That's my pouring music. Oh, I don't want to make a mess. Getting tense, people. Getting tense. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. You're getting the quick version of the grass cutting. Okay. You ready? At least this part looks a little better. I got a lot more cutting to do with the sides of the house and the front. And I have to get out the weed whacker and trim up the place, make it look real nice and neat. And I'll do that before my wife gets back. Shoo, I'm out of breath. Yeah, a riding lawnmower would be a blessing, but I'm just thankful to have any lawnmower at all. But this doesn't look too bad. Oh, you can tell fall's here. That's not green anymore. but at least it's getting short. Amen to that. Well, look. Look. Now there's 3. We got Hammy or Bunny at the top, and then there's Squirrel in the middle, and there's Sweet Potato Poe or Baby at the bottom. Yeah, they're sweet. Okay, here's a question for the viewers. Is there someone out there, and you're like me, do you ever wash your keys? Wash them? We have our lawnmower under the house in the crawl space, and it's padlocked, right? And I have a key on my ring here, and after I'm outside sweating and cutting grass and getting all dirty, my keys just seem a little dirty to me. So is that weird? But I tell you, my wife has shook her head at me before, but I often, there it is, see that? I wash my keys. It just seems right. Does anybody ever do that? Huh? You soap them up, suds them up. I mean, I don't know. Seems like a good thing. Just like a dish. There you go. Nice and clean. A little drippy. And then I just leave them out. Air dry. Just like a dish. Is that weird? I don't know. It's what I do. Alright folks. I'm getting ready to make my dinner. And what do you see? Yes, I put towels down. I'm getting ready to fry some hamburger in a frying pan. I put towels down. And that's 1, 2, 3. 3 towels now. I usually like to use beach towels, but I'm all out of beach towels. So I just put regular old towels down, but I got 3 of them to catch the grease. And I'm getting ready to make dinner like I said, and yes, that is a vacuum in the corner of the kitchen. I always have a vacuum nearby. You never know what's going to happen with tumbleweeds, you know? Okay, you say, Rick, are you making steak again? No, I'm not going to make steak tonight. I'm going to make something kind of quick and easy since it's getting so late. And yes, I still have to finish my Sunday school lesson. All I have is a bare bones outline, and I got to put some meat on it. So before that, I got to make dinner. So something easy. I decided to go the spaghetti route. So I went into the freezer a while ago, and I took out some hamburgers, some ground beef. And this was from the half cow that my wife had purchased months ago. I really like this ground beef. Okay, I don't know if you've ever had fresh ground beef. I had never had fresh ground beef before we got this supply. But I'll tell you, it smells better. The grease, it doesn't pop. Even though I got my towels down, even though I'm ready for the most poppiness grease there is, it doesn't really pop. It's really good. So I got my little snips. And I just a little cut there, a little cut there, a little cut there. Oop. Oh, and that goes in the old waste basket, the can. And then it just slides right out. Ooh, just like that. And that into the can. And then I don't need my snips anymore, aka scissors, cutting shears. Okay, and I got my little spoon. And then, let's see, put there and turn it up. Just like that. You know how to cook ground beef, I'm sure. You're like, I know what you're doing, Rick. You're doing something that we all do. I don't know what's going on. Lady's shaking her head at me. I got a deaf cat shaking her head at me. How does she know what I'm saying? Because she reads lips. That's why, Richard. She reads lips. I do not think this ground beef was thawed all the way. It looked good on the outside, or around the corners, I mean, edges, around the edges. But you can see it. I got a little meat ice cube in the very center. That's alright. We'll just cut the heat down, and we'll just, real slow like. The cat's still shaking her head at me. It's supposed to be quick. Da-da-dum. 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 In fact, ground beef is one of those things I've always cooked. I got to be honest with you. It's one of those things that you just cannot mess up. All you have to do is brown it, right? You just got to cook it until it browns, and then you're good to go. Cannot mess it up. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm still scared to cook chicken because you got to cook that right. I'm scared. We don't cook pork here, but I'd be scared of it if I cooked pork. But I tell you, ground beef, I mean, you can just go for it. Go for it. I'm scared of chicken. I'm scared of cooking turkey. Just because I'm always worried. Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? My wife buys a turkey burger. And I get tense when I'm cooking it. Because I'm like, is it done? Is it done? I've even called Brianna in here to look at it. Look at it. Smell it. Look at it. Is it done? Is it done? And she'll say, yeah, it's done. And I'm like, good. But I don't need to call anybody. It's a good thing because there's nobody to call. I'm by myself. Oof. I got lady. Now she's going to sleep. I guess I'm not that exciting to her. She's falling asleep. He's just cooking ground beef. She was more intrigued when I was shaving earlier. Shaving was more exciting than cooking the beef. Oh my. Oh, I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. Not good. Not good. That's why I got towels, people. That's why I got towels. You just never know what's going to happen. I think we can turn the heat up a little bit more. I know all you see is me. Here's the meat. Here's the meat. You see it? You see it? I gotta put it on the burner though. It's not gonna cook unless it's on the burner. So my family is gone and they're all doing pretty good. They're all doing pretty well. I've been following all their little pictures on Instagram and they all seem like they're having a good time. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that. And I will be honest with you, when they left the other day, I'll be honest with you, can I bare my heart for a minute? I'm going to bare my heart. I was a little sad. I was a little sad when they left Wednesday. Not to mention it was a rainy day. When you're already sad, the fact that it's a dreary, rainy day, I mean, that just makes it worse. You know, doesn't that just make it, you know, what's that expression, insult to injury, you know what I mean? And so I'm sad, it's a rainy day, da-da-da-da-da. But you know what, now this is Saturday, the end of the day, Saturday. Sunday I go to church twice. I'm teaching Sunday school. Redskins play in the afternoon, I think. So, I mean, Sunday's going to fly by. So before I know it, it's going to be Monday. What I'm saying is the original sadness is kind of gone. Now it's kind of replaced with an excitement that they're going to be here soon. You know, the week's almost over. They'll be coming home. So that's a good thing. Good thing, good thing, good thing. I am thankful that they're all safe and well and doing okay. Tonight's the last night of the conference, and they'll be driving back to Amanda's sister's house. And then they're going to our home church, our church in Maryland. They're going there tomorrow morning. That's the church that I was saved in. So I'm excited for them. And it's been nice to have some quiet time, just to rest and things. But really, how much quiet time does one guy need? I'm good. I'm good. I've had my fill. I've had my fill. I think I had my fill yesterday. That's why every time that deaf cat meows, I get excited. Because I need some sound. I need some sound. I keep looking at her, thinking like, lady, could you meow, please? Just give me a little meow. Just a little meow. I want to hear some noise. I want to hear some noise. It's like when you drive in the car and you got that GPS. You know what I'm saying? And that woman on the GPS is always talking to you. You know, turn left, turn right. You know, in so many yards or feet. You know, turn this and turn that and get off on this exit and do this. And you've reached your destination and all this stuff. And I gotta tell you, sometimes on the ride from across North Carolina home, when we would come home, when my wife and I would travel, we get on this exit, and I tell you what, it just goes forever. I mean, it just goes forever when we get on the highway. And after a while, the GPS it's been miles and miles and miles and miles, and the GPS hasn't said a word. And I keep thinking, dear, can you make it say something? Well, you don't need to turn yet, and I'm like, I know, but, a GPS should be made that ever so many miles, if you haven't had a turn, at least it gives you a little assurance, a little encouragement. It says, you are doing good. Keep going straight. You're still on the right path. Keep going straight. Keep moving forward. When it's quiet, I get nervous. I know that's a secret. That's just a torment that I hide way in my heart, but that's true. They need to make GPSs that give encouragement. The encouraging GPS, that's what someone needs to create. The encouraging GPS. You're doing good, Rick. Way to go, you're doing the speed limit. Still cooking the beef. Still cooking the beef. Exciting stuff, folks. Exciting stuff. That's cooking pretty good. That's cooking pretty good. I still got this little ice cube here that I'm dealing with. Okay, it's not perfect, but we're getting there. Okay, I need some water in my pan. A lot of water! Okay, put that on the burner, and I'm going to turn it on high to get a boil going. I will tell you this. Although I'm making what I call spaghetti, it's not really traditional spaghetti. Although I have the long noodles, I'll be honest with you, in the last year or two, I've kind of gotten away from the long noodles. I kind of like all the other noodles that they have out there, like the elbows and all that kind of thing. I don't know, I have to be in the mood for the long spaghetti noodle. So, I'm back and forth. Like, and I asked myself, I said, well, Rick, what are you in the mood for? And I'll be honest with you, when it comes to the long noodles, I don't feel like twirling tonight. I'm not a twirler. I feel like scooping. Not a twirler, I'm definitely a scooper tonight. And I have the small seashells. And Ricky used it the other day when he was here. So it's already open. So I'll just finish it. So the small seashells is what I'm doing tonight. Is that technically spaghetti? If you have spaghetti sauce and you have ground beef and you have noodles that's made out of the same stuff, and you put it all in a pan and you stir it up, you put it on a plate, is it spaghetti? Do you have to have the long noodle? That's another question. A lot of questions in this vlog. Anyway, we got to have it's got to boil, and we're still waiting. And then I'm using, of course, I'm not making my own spaghetti sauce tonight. That'd be just craziness. So my wife had this little spaghetti sauce that she had bought at, I believe this is from Aldi's. The Aldi spaghetti sauce. And usually, when we make a lot for the whole gang, Brian doesn't eat spaghetti. And let's see, my wife will eat it, but you got to have the meat separate because she can just have the noodles. So, but most of the folks will eat spaghetti. And when we have a lot, when we got to make a lot, I'll use 2 of these. Because I like it saucy. I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate. You're not supposed to hate anything, but I hate dry spaghetti. I hate it. I like saucy spaghetti. So I'll use 2 of these when I'm making it for a whole gang of people. But since it's just me, folks, it's just me, lady's not going to eat it. It'll stain her fur. It's just me. I think one's going to do me. One will do me. So I have one of these. I'll cook my my small seashells. I'll finish grounding my beef. And then I guess I'll take the grease out of the beef, although really there's none because it's fresh beef. And I mean, if you look at it, there's no grease in that pan. It's great. I have towels for nothing. And I'll cook my noodles, and I'll put it all on the thing. I'll drain my noodles, and then I'll stir in my sauce and everything. Are you following me? You know how to make spaghetti. I don't need to repeat myself. And then let's see. You know what my wife made or had before she left? She had a block of cheese, and she shredded it. Look at that. You see that? Oh, let me see for effect. You see that? I got cheese. So I'll put the noodles in a bowl or a plate. I'll put my beef in it. I'll stir that up. And then I don't have the old shaky can of cheese. No. We got the real stuff tonight. It's gonna be good. So I got my cheese and everything. And I'll tell you what, I might even make a green salad. I might even make a salad to go with it, because I mean, you should have some vegetables. I agree with that. But I don't know if I'm going to make a salad, and I'll tell you why. Right after I cut grass, I got a bottle of water, and I ate 2 apples back to back. And I know apples, you know, fruit and vegetables, 2 different things. I understand that. But I just have a lot of, in my, you know, I'm full. I've had 2 apples, and really you only need 1. Why eat 2? I have no idea why I ate the second one. But I think my second apple ruined my salad. I'm not in the mood for a salad. You wanted to know that, didn't you? I know you did. And then I'm going to make coffee. But I might drink coffee after I'll have my dessert coffee. How's that? I don't know if coffee goes with spaghetti. Coffee goes with everything, doesn't it? Oh. Ground beef's looking pretty good. Oh, you can't see that. Can you see that? I can't really stand up or pick it up. Oh, da-dee. This will be my first night that they've been gone that I haven't had steak. I've been steaking it up. But a 10 o'clock at night steak is just way too much. That's just too much. That's true. It's taking me a while to boil this water. Let me see. Let me grab you. This is what we got going on here. What do you think? See? We finally took care of that ice cube. It's cooking nicely now. You know what I'll put in it? I'll tell you what I'll put in it. I'm going to put some garlic salt, some onion powder, maybe a little salt, maybe a little pepper. More pepper, less salt. I already have garlic salt. I don't need too much regular salt. So that's what I'll do. What do you think of that? Sounds good? Absolutely. Okay, folks, it's done. Got my fresh ground beef, my seashell noodles, freshly grated cheese that my wife did. You might think this is odd. I kind of like it. Just for a little kick to our average bowl of spaghetti, I have a little sriracha. Some people like a variety of hot sauces. This is sriracha hot chili sauce. You know, I don't do a lot of hot, but when I do, I go sriracha. So I like that. Gives it a little kick. Ricky does the same thing. He puts sriracha on his spaghetti. It might be odd, but that's what I do. And you don't need too much. You don't need too much, because I tell you, if you use too much, it'll light you up. All you need is a little. A little goes a long way. But it's pretty good, and I'm going to eat real fast. And after I eat, I have to get working on my Sunday school lesson. I've already got the outline done. I've already said that. But I need to add a lot to it. And I don't think it's going to go too... I don't think it's going to take too long. There you go. Because I've been thinking about it, meditating on it all day. So I think it's going to go pretty fast. And I'm going to stay up anyhow, because now that the conference is over, my wife is driving back to her sister's house, and it'll take her about 2 hours on the road. So I'm going to stay up until I know she's safe. So I'm going to be up anyway, so I'll be writing my lesson. And then I'll get up early tomorrow because I like to go over it and study it before I have to actually teach it. And then after that, and after we have the main service, well, I'm going to be exhausted. So tomorrow might actually be nap day. I haven't really taken a nap this whole time she's been gone. So tomorrow, after staying up tonight and getting up early, tomorrow probably will be nap day. Unless the Redskins do really well. If they're winning tomorrow, because I think they're playing tomorrow, maybe I'll force it and I'll stay awake. But if not, it's going to be a snooze day. Anyway, this is the end of the vlog. It's been a long one. Thank you for watching. I tell you what, there was a lot I wanted to do. I didn't get everything done, but I did get a lot done. And I'm very thankful that the Lord helped me get a lot of it done. He helped me manage my time. You know, even though I got a late start, things started getting accomplished. So I'm very thankful for that. You know, God's good. God's good. Anyway, God bless. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button, and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!